Electric Field, it's entitled. It's an immersive audiovisual work that draws inspiration from brainwaves and their potentiality to make them hearable, audible. I was hoping to have that measured by EEG, interpret the data, and then build around it audiovisual installation. And actually, I was dreaming of almost a 3D projection of the neuronal system that we could kind of trace the activities of the brain listening. So at the very beginning of this project, I had a wonderful idea. I wanted to investigate how differently the brain would respond to different music. So how would the brain respond, like for instance, to listening to a prelude of Bach versus a lullaby sung by a non-accompaniment voice? Or then, how would we listen to and to a more abstract piece, like for instance, a work with feedback or with noise. I am deeply, deeply thankful to Alexander Khalil, project scientist at the Institute for Neural Computation at UCSD, but also lecturer in music at University College of Cork in Ireland. We started talking about neuronal feedback, so that you would listen repeatedly to very short samples of sound that then the brain captures and oscillates along with it. And maybe I can give the experts, and you have worked with that for a while, capturing with EEG like neuronal activities triggered by short sound samples. Maybe you want to give us some insight to that?
So we came up with this sort of term, or this idea that we called neuronal feedback, as just a way of talking about what in auditory brain work we call an exogenous response. The brain has basically two types of response. There's endogenous and exogenous, which is a bit misleading because they're all, of course, happening in the brain. But the exogenous response is one which actually has similar characteristics of the sound that you're hearing.
With this project, the idea I really locked in on was this playing a sound and then having it put through the lens, or like the filter of the brain, and then it's transformed into this new thing. The sound system in this installation, there's a gradient of distance and nearness and farness, and we're using several sort of audio tricks to create this sense of distance, or this 3D-ness. And then this technology that's actually developed here called beamforming, and we have these special speakers that are able to send localized directed beams of sound that occur only in a specific space in the room. One person who's on one side of the room and a person who's on the other side of the room can have a different sonic experience.